So what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Are you looking for a small pet? Or maybe you're someone who's been looking into getting a invertebrate but is unsure on where to start and which one you should go for? Well, in today's video, I plan on sharing with you what I would say are the top 5 beginner inverts. For all 5 of the options that I go over today, I'm going to go over why I believe they are great options for beginners, but also why they make great pets. So let's begin the video. Number 1. Praying mantis. Praying mantis are by far one of the most beautiful invertebrates out there. There are over 2,700 different species of praying mantis. They are extremely unique and fascinating to watch and observe, especially when feeding them, and watching them hunt is really cool to watch. Some species of mantis are harder to look after, like the orchid mantis, for example, whereas some species of mantis are very straightforward to care for and are very forgiving if their living conditions aren't spot on, which would be something like a green Asian mantis. For the majority of species, they are fairly straightforward to care for. What's also great about them is they don't require a large enclosure. You can use one of these large acrylic enclosures to house them, so they're a great option for those who don't have lots of space in their home. Feeding these guys is extremely straightforward. Their diet mainly consists of different size flies, depending on the size of the mantis. And you can also feed other insects to adults too. If you want something you can handle, then a praying mantis makes a great option for you, because you're certainly going to be able to get some great hands-on experience with them. They are extremely docile pets, although be mindful that they are small and delicate, so you'll just need to make sure you're gentle with them. They are extremely low maintenance pets and have incredible personalities to them and don't require specific lighting like UVB, and are available pretty much everywhere. Number 2. Jumping spiders. Jumping spiders make extremely great pets, especially for those who are beginners. There are over 6,380 known species of jumping spiders across our world, and they reckon there's probably more out there. Again, just like the praying mantis, some are slightly harder to keep, but for the majority of the species, they are fairly straightforward to actually care for. Jumping spiders are cute and charismatic, with their large eyes and curious behaviour, make them very endearing. On top of this, they too also only require the same size enclosure as a praying mantis, which makes them a very space efficient pet. On top of this, jumping spiders are usually very active, unlike many other species of spiders, or tarantulas should we say. A lot of tarantulas tend to hide away, whereas jumping spiders are always curious and usually visible out in the open. If you have arachnophobia and want to try and get over this fear, a jumping spider is honestly probably your best place to start. They are very clean and odorless and easy to maintain. They too have a short lifespan, so you get the full experience without long-term commitment. What's also great about them is how responsive they are to movement. They are always watching you. Always watching. And if you're someone who wants hands-on experience, then these guys are incredible for handling. Again, delicate, and will certainly probably try to boing off your hands, but you're certainly going to be able to handle them and build a great bond and trust with them. Feeding these guys, again, is very straightforward. Again, you're looking at different size flies depending on the size of your jumping spider. And for older jumping spiders, again, you can feed other insects too. They're also very fascinating to observe, hunt, and watch them eat their food. Number 3. Stick insects. I personally feel like stick insects are so underrated. There are roughly around 3,000 different species of stick insects. Now, what's great about stick insects is they are herbivorous. So if you were put off of feeding live bugs or flies to a praying mantis or a jumping spider, then with these guys, you're not going to have to do that. And a stick insect could make a great option for you. Most species will graze on things like bramble leaves, different kinds of ivies, as well as things like privet. And in all honesty, that's kind of all you really need to provide to them in order for your stick insects to actually thrive. Another great thing about stick insects is they are extremely cheap to actually buy, as well as set up and maintain. They are extremely docile natured, so handling your stick insects is certainly going to be something that you can do. Another great thing about them is they are extremely quiet. However, they will require slightly larger of an enclosure compared to the jumping spider or the praying mantis. These guys need more vertical height in their enclosure. However, you can keep multiple stick insects in one enclosure. Unlike a praying mantis where they could try and eat one another, you're not going to have this problem with your stick insects. On top of this, stick insects tend to breed rapidly, so you're always going to have a constant cycle of new stick insects. So by the time your adults die off, you'll have younger ones growing up. Unfortunately, they don't have too long of a life cycle, but it does mean that you're not committed to this for the long run. So in my opinion, I personally believe that stick insects are a great place to actually start, especially if you want to learn how to keep temperatures and humidities. They are extremely forgiving if their living conditions aren't actually correct. And in all honesty, they make great pets for pretty much anyone. And in all fairness, I feel like the hardest part to keeping stick insects is actually finding the bramble leaves. During the summertime, this tends to not be a problem. However, during the winter months, it can become harder to actually find a good food source for your stick insects. So this is the only downside, in my opinion. Number 4. Isopods. I absolutely love isopods. There are over 5,000 different species of isopods available. Isopods are a great cleanup crew, which is why people tend to add them to their bioactive enclosures for their reptiles. But you don't have to own a reptile to keep isopods. You can just simply keep isopods as pets. And in all honesty, isopods make great pets. These guys primarily will eat decaying matter. So things like leaf litter is perfect for these guys. You can also get them specific pellet diets too, which also will work just as well. But in all honesty, all you really need is anything that's decomposing basically, and this is going to be great for them. These guys only really require a small enclosure and require minimal attention once they're set up. Just simply add more leaf litter or a food source when they're running low. And they too can live in groups and tend to do a lot better when being housed together. On top of this, just like the stick insects, isopods will breed rapidly depending on what food sources available. They are extremely fascinating to watch and observe, as well as handle and interact with. They are very cheap in order to set up and maintain and make great pets for everyone. I will say that a lot of species can be more pricey to actually buy compared to other species, but once they're breeding, you're going to have so many of them and you could always sell some off to make your money back. Number 5. Millipedes. Again, I feel like millipedes are also very underrated. There are over 12,000 known species of millipedes that we're aware of, but there are studies out there which suggest the true number could actually be as high as 80,000 different species, but we just haven't come across them yet. What's great about these guys is they are herbivorous and feed on a variety of greens, fruits and veg. And just like the isopods, they too will eat most decaying matter like leaves. They are very strange looking, but honestly so fun to observe. Most species are calm and slow moving, though some species can be handled with no problems. Be mindful that some species will actually excrete toxins, so not all species are recommended to be handled. Millipedes tend to live for several years, and they too don't require too big of an enclosure. So again, millipedes are going to be a great option for those who haven't got a lot of space. On top of this, you can keep multiple together. And in all honesty, they're very cheap and cheerful and a great option for those who are beginners. So that's my top 5 beginner pet inverts. Let me know in the comments if you already own one of these 5 which I've gone over today. And also let me know what kind of experiences you've had owning them. Also, let me know in the comments what other inverts that you guys feel like make great pets for beginners, because I'm sure there'll be people in the comments looking for other alternatives too. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and also make sure to follow us on social media. Just simply type in @CoopsReptiles. And yeah, I suppose I shall see you in my next video. See ya!